Hey folks, and we're back with another episode of Booktube, and today we're looking at Axiom-man, Crimson Cloak, Scarlet Synergy by yours truly. Now, as a preface, quick, this book is a side adventure to the main Axiom-man saga, so it's not part of the overall main storyline, but it is a side quest, so to speak, if you want to call it that. But anyway, yeah, let's talk about the book. So, as you can see, we got Axiom-man on the cover, and we got Crimson Cloak. Right, and what makes this cool is, one, it was a fun way to write a book, like a new way to write a book, because thanks to the events in the main storyline, it made this storyline possible, and that is Axiom-man going back to the past and encountering a classic pulp hero that you would read about in the old dime store novels from yesteryear. So it was super fun to write a pulp adventure instead of your standard modern day superhero adventure. So yeah, they team up together, they go through a pile of obstacles, they work off each other, they communicate pretty good overall. There's a bit of conflict because they obviously have two different approaches to the crime-fighting life and all the different skill sets as well. But at the same time as well, they both encounter a villain they were not ready for, and one that has really put them through the grinder. So what I really want to do is I want to read you the back to give you what this whole thing is about. It says right here, surrounded by a strange red mist, Axiom-man finds himself in a world not his own. Not again. There is something different about this world, something familiar, something that feels like home. But this place of red mist and darkness belongs to another crusader, this one in a dark red trench coat, a blood-red cloak, and a fedora casting shadows on a face with goggles and a strange mask. With no clue where this red mist brought him, Axiom-man and this crimson stranger are swept into a bizarre hotel where each floor brings a deadly new mission, and to make matters worse, Axiom-man doesn't have his powers. Trial upon trial ensues as Axiom-man and a man who calls himself the Crimson Cloak try to survive deadly traps in a building from hell. One blue, one red, one common enemy. The battle to survive begins. And that's what this book is. It's a survival book. Based on the stuff that these guys have to go through. Again, I'm not going to give specific instances, but that's what it is. It's kind of like, if you want to look at it from what we're familiar with, you could almost look at it from like an escape room point of view. Each level of this hotel is more or less a escape room, but super deadly, super dangerous, and of course requires super help. So yeah, this was a huge blast to write. Again, because I got to play in a world that is not typical to the superhero genre, like the modern superhero genre that I write in. So it was nice to kind of just have creative freedom in that aspect. And at the same time, I've been writing Axiom-man forever, so writing him was a piece of cake. But in terms of the Crimson Cloak, he will be back, folks, but in a way you won't expect. But yeah, in terms of the Crimson Cloak, it was nice to write a character who's a superhero from that pulpy attitude angle idea. So yeah, I encourage you to check out the book, man. This one is a lot of fun to do. It's small, which means it's affordable. It's available in paperback and ebook, and it's been selling quite well. I just did a convention, and it sold off the table really fast. So yeah, by all means, please check it out. But more importantly, just try to be like these guys in real life. Try to do the good thing, and go for the gold. That kind of didn't come out the way I wanted it to. But you know what? These videos are all about honesty. So in the meantime, Axiom-man, Crimson Cloak, Scarlet Synergy. Check it out.